Wagwan. I'm coming to you live from Tanzania, Africa, yeah, Tanzania, Africa. And there's a time difference. I'm in Africa, and I know a lot of my audience are in the North America. So it's an 8 hour time difference. So right now, it's currently let me see, probably like 10 a.m., 10 or so a.m. Oh, it's almost 10 a.m. It's 9:55 a.m. here. And I know in your time, it's probably like after midnight, probably like 1. No, it's 2. It would be 2 a.m. So it's an 8 hour difference. So it would be close to 2 a.m. where you guys are. But I'm still going to post it. So catch the replay, catch the replay, catch the rerun. So I label this live self-sustainability, because self-sustainability right now is the journey that we should be on, okay? Because self-sustainability will lead to independence, like being completely independent from the system. Self-sustainability will lead you to be independent of this system and not depend on this system resources, because this system resources is making us pay for it. They're making us pay, right, to use their resources. They're making us pay for that. But if we have a self-sustainable life, right, if we're able to do that, right, to have a self and maintain a self-sustainable life, we will never have to depend on their resources, and we won't have to pay them just so that we can live in their system. We would not have to pay them just so that we can live in their system. And it's basically us becoming slaves. Like, it's really us becoming slaves, because we have to now work, right? We now have to work so that we can pay these bills. We can pay these bills in this system. We now have to work, right? And a lot of us are working not just one job, we're working two jobs. A lot of us are working 10, 12, 14 hours a day, overtime, weekends, right? A lot of us are doing that. A lot of people work like that, okay? They have plenty of job and they put in a lot of hours. And this is why, because we are not living this self-sustainable life. We have to pay. So they're making us work. We have to work like slaves just so that we can pay bills. But when you live in a self-sustainable life, you never have to worry about a bill, because what you can do, right? You can buy land, right? And you don't once you purchase land, you don't have to worry about a bill, because you're not renting. You don't have to pay a monthly fee. You just buy one time, you buy the land, right? And on that land, what you can do to live a self-sustainable life, you first of all, you won't buy land in the city, okay? You will buy land outside of the city. You will buy lands outside of the city, okay? Because in the city, there is resources there that you would have to pay for, okay? If you have land in the city, then you more than likely would have to pay for water. You would have a water bill, okay? Right? So you're moving away. We're trying to get away from this water, from these bills. So what we do now, okay, so you buy land outside of the city, buy land in a country area, or buy land in another country somewhere, okay, where you have access to where you can drill for water. You can drill a well, you can dig a well, and you can have water, free water, okay? Free water. You cannot starve a person who God is feeding. You cannot starve a person who God is feeding. So when you have land, right, that's from God, okay? When you have a well, that's from God, and God is feeding you. When you have a well, that is God feeding you, because not the system, you don't have to ever worry about the system cutting off water. Your water will never cut off. You will never have a lack of water, because you have a well, okay? You'll never have a lack of water, because there's abundance of water. This earth has abundance of water, okay? You just have to be in the area, in a position where that abundance is, okay? So you dig your well, no water bill. Okay, next, you also build, okay? You build a shelter, okay? So you build. Once you build too, right, you build your house from scratch, right? And you're not buying a house that's already built with a mortgage. right? Or with a rent, or go rent a house that's already built up. No, if you build your house from scratch, you don't have to worry about a monthly bill. You just save some money and you build your house from scratch. Never have to worry about a monthly bill. I'm talking about, yes, freeing yourself from the system. Freeing yourself from the system where you don't have to pay no monthly bills, okay? Because you you invested in a self-sustainable life, okay, and you are setting yourself free, because they do have us, like I said, as slaves working to pay their bills, okay? So you build your house from scratch, boom, so now you have no mortgage. You're not renting anywhere. You have your own spot, your own land, your own water system, your own house. Okay, so next thing you're gonna do, okay, so you need some utilities. Okay, maybe you want some light. You want light bill. You want light, not light bill. You want light. Okay, you want some kind of electricity. So instead of depending on the system electricity where you have to pay for, what you will do now, you will get solar energy. You will now have solar. You will go buy a solar system where the sun is powering your house, okay? You will have a solar panel. Get your solar panel, get the battery, and let the sun power that. So you'll never have to pay a light bill ever. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I am going with this? You can build that life for yourself. You can actually build that life for yourself and for your future generations, because we don't want to keep carrying on this generational curse, because it is a damn curse. To pass down bills to children, it's a curse. If you gotta, all you gotta do, all you is here for is just to pass bills on to children. That's a fucking curse, for real. I ain't really trying to curse because I want my daughter to see this. You know what I mean? But hey, we slip up sometimes. We all fall short. Yes. So yes, you don't want to pass down bills to your children, because that's a generational curse. So we should be here breaking that. I don't want to pass down bills to my children. That's not the knowledge I want my children to have, right? That's not the knowledge I want my children to have. I don't want my children to know that they have to work for the next 20, 30 years and they have to pay bills for for life. I don't want my children to know this. I want my children to know that they can be in a country or in an area where they can live a self-sustainable life, and they never have to worry about paying a bill, or they never have to worry about working a job ever in their life, because working a job right now and paying bills right now is very stressful, and a lot of people don't want to be in that stress. People don't want nothing to do with that. A lot of us don't want nothing to do with that stress because it's stressful. It's taking a lot of people out. You hear me? Stress kills. Stress kills, and I don't want this for my children. I want my children to know that they don't have to do that. I want my children to know you do not have to do that. You do not have to live in a system and be stressed. You do not have to do that. There are ways. There are ways for you to free yourself from that system. There are ways to live a self-sustainable life where you don't have to work a job, where you don't have to pay another bill in your life. You can set it up for yourself. You actually can set up that life for yourself. We need to know this. People need to know this, because we're out there playing that game, and all we're doing is hurting ourselves. We're trying to live up with the Joneses. We're trying to live up with the Joneses, and all we're doing is hurting yourself. You're trying to compete with others. All you're doing is hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself trying to do this like this. That's what you're doing to yourself, okay? You're working too much. You're stressing too much. Eventually, you're going to develop a disease. Eventually, you will develop a disease, because all disease comes from a mind that's not at ease. You hear me? All disease comes from a mind not at ease. So you're going to develop a disease, a mental disease. You're going to develop physical disease within your body if you keep going like this. If you keep having that same mindset, that same old toxic mindset that killed your forefathers, you eventually will fall in line with that. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for my children. Like I don't want this for anyone. So why can't we just all just come together, get along, and live a self-sustainable life and help one another do that? Teach a man how to fish. Teach a man how to fish. Don't teach me how to get a job. Do not teach me how to get a job. Teach me how to fish. I don't want to learn how to get a job because I don't want to be stuck in a job for the next 20, 30 years. No, I'm about growth, elevation. I'm not about being stuck in the same position. So teach a man how to fish. I'm asking you to teach me how to fish, right? Show me how I can get the fish. Show me how I can provide for my family for life. Because if you teach a man how to fish, he can feed his family for life. You never have to come to you for nothing ever again. So let's teach one another how to fish, teach one another how to live a self-sustainable life. Okay, there's a quote that says you cannot starve a person that God is feeding. You cannot starve a person who God is feeding. When you live a self-sustainable life, guess who's feeding you? God is feeding you. The system is not feeding you. God is feeding you. When you live a self-sustainable life, God is the one who is feeding you. And you never have to worry lack ever again in life. You never have to work. You never have to thirst. You never have to go hungry ever if God is feeding you. Never have to go hungry. Never. Where? If I am on a land where I have a well, I have running water for life. I have water that never ends. I have water that cannot get cut off. That's God feeding me. So you can't thirst. I can't get thirsty ever. I will never get thirsty. Okay, and if I'm living in a land also where my food is growing, where my food is growing, where I'm growing my own food, God is feeding me. So I can't starve. You cannot starve me because I'm on land where food is. I know where my food is and it's right here, readily available. I don't have to depend on a grocery store to go eat. I don't have to depend on the system to feed me. Self-sustainability. This is being wise, not smart, because a lot of us are smart out here, but a lot of us are not wise, okay? This is being wise. This is being wise, okay? This is wisdom. This is what we need. This is what we need. The Proverbs, the Bible talks about being wise, wisdom. This is about making it make sense here, right? You're not slow. I'm not slow. Right? Where I know I didn't finish college, but I'm not slow. I know I have common sense. It's about using your common sense right now. Why the fuck every day are you getting up stressed, being stressed because you got to go to work? Why are you stressing over that bill? Why are you stressing over that bill when you don't have to? When you can live a self-sustainable life where you never have to worry and stress over a damn bill ever. You can use your resources. You can use your resources now and build you a self-sustainable life. You can use your resources to build you a self-sustainable life. You can do that. You can do that for yourself because you deserve better, okay? You deserve the best. You deserve the best. You don't deserve stress. You deserve the best. And you can build that life for yourself now. You can do that. You don't have to just be there not loving yourself. Don't you love yourself? You don't have to have self towards your own self. You can love yourself. You can do that. Don't hate yourself like this. Do not hate yourself like this. You can't hate yourself like this. By putting yourself through these things, you cannot put yourself through these things. It's insanity, and we're not insane people. Let's make it make sense. Come on, let's use our common sense here. Why would I want to be stuck for the next 30 years paying a mortgage, or for the next 20, for the next 10 years paying a mortgage, and it's stressing me? Why would I want to do that for the next 10 years? Why would I want to put myself through stress for the next 10 years? Why do I have to do that? You don't have to do that. You don't have to put yourself through that. You can live a self-sustainable life because there are ways to every problem. There's a solution to every problem. There is a solution. You can learn how to fish. You don't have to go and ask for fish. You can learn how to fish. You can learn how to do this. You can learn. It's never too late. You're never too young. You're never too old to learn. You can learn. Because this is life lesson. We're life is a lesson. Life is a school, and we're always learning. All of us, we're learning. Okay? You can learn how to do this. You don't have to put yourself through this. Don't put yourself through this. Make a plan. Make a plan. Make a plan for change. But it starts mental. It starts within your mind. All is mental. The first Hermetic principle says all is mental. Okay? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's what the scripture says. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Is your mindset. You cannot carry on the same old mindset. Okay? You have to have a different mindset. If you want to change your reality, you have to change your mind. If you want to change your reality, you must change your mind. You have to change the way you think. It's the mindset that have us stuck in this system, in this Babylonian system, this Babylonian backward ass system, and that's just what it is. Because we're calling things evolution when it's not. How is it evolve if it's killing more of my people? How is that evolution? How is that evolution? How is these things evolved? Right? How the technology involved is if technology is killing people, is releasing harmful radiation. How is having a microwave if it's how is having a microwave evolve if a microwave can cause cancer? The radiation is telling us, right? They told us cancer is microwave is a wave. It's a radio wave. It's a radioactive wave. It's a dangerous vibration. It's a dangerous frequency. It's harmful to our health. But that's evolved. Look, we've discovered the microwave. We've discovered, the toilets. We've discovered these things is not healthy. They're not good for nature. They can't break it down. Nature can't even break down the fucking toilet. Did you know that? A septic tank is dangerous. It's very harmful because if that should bust open, what can happen. Listen, this evolved life is very backwards because this evolved life is killing a lot of us. It's killing a lot of animals. This evolved life is not evolved. It's not what we think it is, right? It's responsible for the destruction. Okay, we're falling because of evolution. Evolution is what's bringing down the nation. Okay, that's what evolution is doing, because we went backwards. We didn't go forward. We did not move forward. We went backwards. You hear me? We did not move forward. Right? We did not. Because moving forward is not living a civilized life with all these dangerous, harmful frequencies. That's not moving forward. That's not evolving. Evolving is when you can maintain your peace, maintain your self-sustainable life. That's the evolution. If you could maintain that, then you've evolved. You're working with nature. You're not working against nature, right? You're working with nature. You're not working against her. So that's evolution. That's evolution right there. That's what I'm talking about. Living a natural life. Okay? That's what you call evolution. When you can maintain a natural life. And don't worry about all this convenience and this convenience, because convenience is what's killing us too. Everybody likes convenience. Everybody's into that quick fix, and is the quick fix them? The convenience is what's killing people. It's what's making people sick and depressed and have anxiety. Because everybody wants the quick fixes. You want to get rich quick. Everybody just want this rich, wealthy, rich. That's what people want. That's what you're after, right? That's what you're chasing. That's what people are chasing right now. But doing that is called the race. When you're chasing is speeding up your heart rate, okay? When you're chasing anything, you're going after something, you're already putting yourself out of alignment. You're putting yourselves out of rhythm, out of alignment. Your heart is out of rhythm because you're chasing. Because when you chase, you got to move faster. So you're using a lot of energy. When you're chasing, you're using a lot of energy, and that's not working in your favor. It's not working in your favor chasing nothing, because when you're chasing, when you're chasing, you are using a lot of energy. Like I said, you're using a lot of energy when you chase. So you don't want to chase nothing, because that's energy draining. That's draining your energy already. You already lost. You already lost when you're chasing anything. You lost. If you're chasing money, you already lost. You already lost it. If you're chasing it, you already lost it. You have to know you already have it, so you don't gotta chase it. You have to know that you already have it, so you don't have to chase it. You have to know this, okay? You already have it. You already have it. You don't have to chase nothing. Don't chase it. Let it come to you. That's attraction. Hey, that's attraction. That's universal law. Let it come to you. If I'm not chasing, guess what's happening? It's coming. If I'm not chasing, it's coming. If I'm not chasing, I have it. That's how you do it. You have to be in that timing, because this is universal, right? This is universal laws. This is spiritual law. And we're here to follow spiritual law. We're here to be obedient to spiritual law, right? If you can follow and be obedient to man's law, you can also be very obedient to God's law, because that's what Jesus said. You can give to Caesar what's due for Caesar. Okay, you following man's law, you're giving to Caesar what's due for Caesar, but you're also must give to God was due to God. Okay, so you can also follow and obey, follow spiritual law, God's law, because that's what gives us eternal life. That's where we'll never have to hunger and thirst ever again. You will never have to hunger and thirst ever again once you have, okay, spiritual, you're following spiritual law. Okay, you're obedient to spiritual law, you're following spiritual law, you're in alignment with universal laws. That's what you uphold. You uphold these laws. Okay, that's what gives you eternal life. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. You know, the proverb says, get wisdom, get her. Make sure you get wisdom. And all you do, get wisdom and understanding, get knowledge and understanding, get this. Right? And all you do, make sure you get this. Because this was going to give you, like I said, eternal life, a stress-free, self-sustainable life, stress-free life. Okay? Let God feed you. So that way you'll never hunger. Let God feed you. That way you never got worried about no hunger. Because God is feeding me. Why am I worried about being hungry? How am I? What's the hunger should be the last thing on my mind. Like, should be the last worry. I shouldn't even have to worry about nothing. Because even the scripture said, don't worry about nothing. Okay? Don't worry. Even the Bible said don't worry about nothing. Right? Don't worry about nothing. So I shouldn't have to worry about nothing. And the food should be the last thing I worry about because God is feeding me. God is feeding me. What food I got prayed for? If God is feeding me, like, if God is feeding me, the fruit is right there. The tree is right there. The coconut tree is right there. The banana tree, the banana plant or whatever is right there. The avocado tree, the soursop. All of the trees are right here. God is feeding me. So who I gotta ask for it? Which job I have to go to and slave over it to get these fruits that is right here that God gave me? So you see what I'm saying? You gotta be in a position where God is feeding you. You have to put yourself there. You can put yourself there because God is within you. God is within you. Okay, so you have the capability to put yourself in a position where God is feeding you. You're in a position where the fruits, the trees is right there. I can eat from the tree. I eat from the tree. When we ate from the tree, we lived a very long, happy, healthy life. When we ate from the tree of nature, in nature, we lived a very happy, long. You hear me? I'm talking about long life. When we ate from the trees, now we drank from nature. We drank straight from the springs. We didn't drink from no bottled water because bottle got BPA, bottle got chemicals that's not evolved because you can drink from a bottle. Okay, I'm telling you this. We lived a very long, happy, healthy, right, prosperous life when we lived and ate from nature. We ate from the trees. We ate outside. That's our food. That's what your food. Your food come from outside, from the dirt. We ate from the dirt. We ate from the dirt. Yes, because your food is made from the dirt. You understand? Like, just get some wisdom, because you know what I mean. Don't be judging things that you have nothing, no idea. You don't judge things that you don't know nothing of. You know what I mean? That's what I be talking about. Like, you never did your research. You don't know about these things, so don't judge things that you don't know nothing about. Okay, it's okay to eat from the dirt because that's where your food growing. Your food grow from the best dirt. The most filthiest, blackest, dirtiest, nasty dirt is where your food growing from. Yes, the shitty soil, the shitty soil that's very shitty is where your best food is growing from. Your food is growing from shitty soil, so you can't judge shit. You can't. How you gonna judge shit? If it wasn't for shit, then you won't even be here. You won't even be able to enjoy the foods that you're enjoying right now if it's not for shit. Okay, so you can't be like, oh, that shit is so sick. Oh, that shit. Oh, that's a shitty person. You can't do that. You can't judge people and call them shitty, because guess what? The best soil, like I said, the best soil is the shitty soil. The best soil is the shittiest soil. Okay, right, and everything is growing from that. The best fruits, the sweetest fruits, grows from the shittiest soil. Okay, and that's a fact, and that's just knowledge. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. Right, that's just you know that people know this. Right, people know this. People who grow, who plants, they know that the best soil is the shittiest one. Okay, the best one, the one with all of the information, all the codes and all the information is in the shit. Yes, the shit is greatness. Shit is greatness. Okay, so when anybody call you shitty, don't be upset because, yo, sure, you a piece of shit. Oh shit, I'm happy. I'm glad I'm a piece of shit because you know what shit can do, right? Exactly. It's all perspective. It's all on how you look at it. But like I said, the best fruit is growing from that. All your food is growing from the shittiest soil right now. The shittiest soil is growing your food right now. And so that's what we're talking about, living a self-sustainable life, going back to nature, going back to nature. And listen, I'm gonna still fight for mother, that's mother. That's mother. Okay, I represent her. I represent mother. Okay, I don't represent your feelings, your emotions, your opinions. I don't represent none of that shit. I don't represent your excuses. I represent mother, straight truth. Straight truth. I represent wisdom. This is what I represent. Okay, I represent mother. I'm here for her. I represent her. I don't know about nothing else. I represent mother. I represent the truth. That's what I represent. The truth. Because only the truth is what's going to set us free. The truth shall set you free. Those who know the truth will be set free. If you know the truth, is the truth. Okay? You know mother. If you know the truth, you know mother. If you know the truth, you know God. If you know the truth, you know mother. If you know the truth, you know God. And it's the truth is what's going to set us free. Right? It's the truth. Ain't no lie here. Ain't no lie here. Where's the lie? Ain't no lie here. If I just said, you don't ever have to worry about paying another bill in your life. If you invest in a self-sustainable lifestyle, you'll never have to worry about paying another bill the rest of your life. No recurring bill is nowhere near you. If you invest in a self-sustainable life, where is the lie? Right? Where is the lie? If I just said you don't have to worry about paying a light bill because you can just invest in solar, you can have a solar panel, and you can have the battery, and you can have the sun power you. You can have a well. You can dig a well. You can build your own house. You don't have to worry about a mortgage or a rent because you build your own house. You did it from scratch. Where is the lie? Here. That's mother. That's nature. That's wisdom. Instead of being a system, we got to pay bills every single month for the rest of your life. Instead of being a system where you got to pay every bill every single month. And not only that, you got to work like a slave. You have to work like a slave every single day for 20, 30, 40 years just to pay that bill. Tell me if that makes sense. Tell me if that makes sense. But in nature, you don't got to worry about doing that. In nature, you don't have to worry about doing that. In nature, everything is free. In nature, everything is free. You don't got to work like a slave in nature. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. God already made this earth with everything in it for us. Okay? It's made for us already. We don't have to work like slaves for nothing. It's already been given. So what am I working as a slave for if it's already been given? It's already been made for me to occupy. Come on, this is the Garden of Eden. This is the Garden of Eden. We're in the Garden of Eden. All we got to do is eat from the trees of life. All we got to do is eat from the fruit trees. Eat from the tree of life. This is the Garden of Eden. God already made this garden. Before I got here, this garden was already here. I already inherited this. Already. I inherited this. This is the Garden of Eden. Okay, so you don't have to worry about paying for nothing. It's free in nature. You don't have to worry about working for it. It's already there. The fruit already was here before I got here. So what am I working and paying for? You ever seen the animals go out there and pay for any banana? Those monkeys come and they grab their shit and they eat it. They grab it and they eat, because nature made that for me. Nature, God, mother, made that for me. And the animals know this. So the animals, they go and they eat what nature made for them. Okay? The animal is eating what nature made for them. Gotta make it make sense here. God put us in control of this. God said, okay, here, the fruit shall be for your, the fruits shall be for your meats. The fruit shall be for your meats. Everything is made like all we gotta do is eat the fruits. It's already made. I don't gotta pay for no food. All that. I don't have to pay for none of that. I don't have to. It's already made for me. It's already made for me to occupy. This earth is my home. It's already made. It's already been made for me to occupy. But this system have us trapped like slaves. just so we can pay to be in an unhealthy environment. And not only that, the environment is unhealthy. Being in the cities are on there, it's unhealthy being in the city, because in city the air is highly polluted. In the cities the air is highly polluted, so that's also causing a lot of airborne diseases. 9 million people are dying every single year from the air that they're breathing. So if you're in a highly polluted area, you have a higher chance of dying from that than you have a chance from dying from a car accident. Okay? I'm telling you. You have a higher chance dying from the air right now than anything. That's how bad it is. The air is killing more people than all the war. Even if you go to war right now, all the wars that we already had, the air responsible, the highly polluted air is responsible for killing more people than even the wars that we had. Even the wars that World War One, World War Two, the Civil War, the air is killing more people yearly than the wars and all the diseases I'm talking about put together. So if you're in a city where the air is polluted, oh, you have like, I think you have like how much is percentage? You have a high percentage, like a 70, like your chances increase by 70% of dying. Is that crazy? Yes. And it's real, but where is the lie here? That's why I'm saying live a self-sustainable life. You have to move in an area where the air is not so polluted. I just knowledge, it's just wisdom. It's wisdom. It's coming from mother. This is what Mother Nature is saying. This is what Mama is saying. This is what Mother is saying. You got to get to a spot where I got the food is right here, honey. You got to come where the food is. You got to come where it is. It's already been provided for you. All you got to do is get here. All you have to do is get here. It's already here. It's already made. I've prepared it already for you. Right? It's already been prepared for you. All you have to do is get here. That's all you have to do. That's your job now. Your job is to get here because you already inherited it. You just have to come and sign a check. All you gotta do is show up, come to the office, sign a check. It's yours. It's already yours. It's in your name. It's already yours. It's in your name. Your name is written all over this. Your name is written all over this. It's yours. Okay? All you gotta do is come in now. Come now, come. Just come and get it. It's yours. If the trees are here, the fruit trees, the food is here, the water is here. The water, the food, the natural sun, electricity is here. You don't have the winter. You don't have the winter blocking your shit. No, you got real sun all year round. You can grow your food all year round if you want to, or you could be in an environment where the trees is right there and I gotta grow nothing. The trees nature is growing it for me. You know what I mean? You gotta get to that life. Like all I gotta do is go walk to get to my food. I will walk to get to my food. Now that's okay. If I don't gotta pay for this, I can just walk and go get my food. You know, you gotta get to that point, or get to an area where it's closer. Get to an area where it's closer for you to have access to the fruit trees. So you don't got to depend on the system to feed you. Like you don't want to put yourself through that, and you don't want to put people through that either. So that's what I'm saying. Oh, y'all can just help me. You guys can help me. You guys can teach me how to fish. Teach me how to fish. So I want to learn how to fish. I don't want to be out here asking for donations just so I can eat every day. No, no, no. That's not what I want. I want to build a real life self-sustainable community. A real life self-sustainable community free from this system. Okay, that is my goal right now, is to build a real life self-sustainable community outside of the system. Okay, where I am, God is feeding me, where I don't have to depend on them to pay anything for them to feed me. I don't have to depend on them to give me light and give me water. No, right? I don't want their water. I want to have my own water where I don't have to ask ever again for water. I'm talking about that everlasting, where water everlasting. Well is everlasting unless the well dries up, but you have to be in an area where the well does not dry up. You have to do your research. Be in an area where you have a chance where, because I was in a community, a Maasai tribe community, and they have a well. And the well, even though it was dry season, the well never dried up. The well never dried up. It was always water there, always water there. Even though it was low, but it was water every single day. I'm talking about for months at a time. And that well been there for over a year. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Just make it make sense. Take all these stress away. Like, it's not, it don't have to be stressful. Like I said, I would like to build a self-sustainable community, okay, in an environment where nature is abundant, where there's abundance of nature, there's abundance of fruits, there's abundance of water. I would like to be able to build that lifestyle, right, where I don't have to pay for anything as in bills. You know what I mean? I got my solar panels, you know, I got the sun power in it, I have my well for water, right? I have a self-sustainable house, you know what I mean, where it's built from nature. Mostly I want to use recyclable materials to build, you know, my house, instead of using their system where their things we got to pay for a lot of money. You can actually build a recyclable house, you know what I mean, where I seen where you can build a house from bottles, from plastic bottles filled with dirt. You know what I mean? I've seen that. You can build stuff like that. Like, I would love to have that opportunity to be able to do that, but I know we have to use this Babylonian money so we can build this lifestyle. But right now is the best time to use your Babylonian money, because the dollar gonna crash very soon. So you might as well use that money right now, because soon all that money is not gonna mean nothing. I'm telling you, it's already happening. Who said that? He said strange days are coming to America. And this is one of who is this, man, I forgot, but I saw an article where it says strange days are coming to America. This is a well-known stock. I think it was a stock, somebody in stocks, but he was saying strange days are coming to America. Like, you have to use your money now, because the dollar's already dropping. But you have to invest now, right? Invest now in a place where you're self-sustainable. Your kids will be self-sustainable. Your kids will be self-sustainable. Your kids will be self-sustainable, right? We can help one another do this. We can help one another accomplish this, and we can all live in this Eden, this Garden of Eden. We can build that. We have to build for ourselves. We can build this for ourselves, right? But it starts mental. It starts within your mind first. You have to see that you are worthy of this. You have to see that you deserve this. You have to see it in your mind. I see where I deserve this, okay, because I've inherited this. This was already made here. This was already here before I got here. So I know this is all for me. This is made for me to enjoy. This is made for me, okay? This entire earth, this entire universe was made for me, okay? So, right, so once you know that, and you can see this within your mind, then you can have what you desire. You can have this. You already have it. That's the thing. You already have it. Like I said, all you got to do is get here. All you got to do is get here, make it happen, because you already have it. I'm telling you, you have to have that type of mentality. I have that mentality, that I already have this is already mine. All I got to do is just let it come. You already have it. It's already here. Don't chase anything. I'm not chasing anything. I'm not chasing anyone. Let them come to you. Let everything come to you. And you'll see how everything will work in your favor. You will see how everything will fall into place for you. But put yourself first. Put yourself first, because you deserve it. You don't deserve to be no slave. You don't deserve to be nobody's slave. You know what I mean? You don't deserve it. You don't deserve that stress. You don't deserve that anxiety. You don't deserve that self-hate. You don't deserve that. You deserve the best. Nothing but the very best, okay? So make sure you give yourself nothing but the very best. Let's help one another. Let's come together. Let's help one another. Let's invest in the Garden of Eden. Let's invest in the Garden of Eden. If y'all need more information, you know what to do. Private message me. Can you just comment and ask for my information, because I don't know if you can private message here on YouTube, but just comment and ask for my information. Okay? One love.